What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Star Unboxing, and in this video we're going to be opening up another one of those big lots Yu-Gi-Oh packs that I got today. And as same as the last time, there are 20 cards, one of them is a rare, and I have no idea exactly what's inside this set unless I open it. And as you can see in the background here is the tin from the last episode. Feel free to go back to see exactly what I got from that one. That one was a banger. But we're going to open up this one today, and we're going to take a look at each card and see exactly what we got. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick. Almost pretty much broke apart on me. I'm over here hitting my phone now. Alright, so let's see what we got. We got Void Expansion, which is a field spell. And I cannot read it on here, so I'm going to read it up close to me. During your standby phase, you can special summon one Infernity token. Fiend type fire, level 1, attack 0, defense 0. To special summon an Infernity monster using its own procedure, you can banish Infernity monsters you control instead of those in the graveyard, or any combination of both. Your opponent cannot target Infernity monsters you control for attacks or with card effects, except the Infernity monster you control with the highest level, either if tied. Okay, then we got Unchained Twins Sarama. You can target one Unchained card in your graveyard, except Unchained Twins Sarama. Set it to your field, then destroy one card to control. If this card on the field is destroyed by card effect, except by this card itself, or by battle, you can special summon one Unchained monster from your hand or deck, except this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay, and the next one is Megalith Unformed, which is a quick play spell. Activate one of these effects. All monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack for each ritual monster on the field until the end of this turn. Or I can ritual summon one Megalith ritual monster from my deck in defense position by tributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal exactly twice its level. That's actually pretty good. Okay, maybe I'll find one in this deck. Ancient Warriors Deceptive Jai Wen. You can target one continuous spell or trap you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, half the attack of two face-up monsters on the field until the end of this turn. If a card your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one Ancient Warriors card in your graveyard except this card. Add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Ancient Warriors Deceptive Jai Wen once per turn. Okay. Hey, Marincess Basilalima. I have actually the link Marincess in the tin right now. I pulled that in my last episode. If a monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, you could banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only use each of the following effects of Marincess Basilalima once per turn. You could banish one Marincess trap from your graveyard, add one Marincess trap with a different name from your deck to your hand. And if this card is banished, you can target one face-up monster you control. It gains 600 attack. Sweet. Evil Eye Reemergence. Special summon one familiar of the Evil Eye token. It's Fiend, Dark, level 1, attack and defense are both 400. Or if Evil Eye of Selene is in your spell the trap card zone, you can special summon 2 instead. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except Fiend monsters. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Your opponent cannot target Evil Eye spells or traps you control with the card effects this turn. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. Okay? Ooh, Codebreaker 0 Day. All Link monsters pointing towards this card lose 1000 attack, except Codebreaker Link monsters. If a Codebreaker Link monster on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is on the field, destroy this card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add one Codebreaker 0 Day from your deck to your hand. Okay. Ooh, another Performer Pal. I've been looking for some of these for a little bit. Performer Pal Turn Trooper. At the start of your battle phase, you can place one counter on this card, max of 2. This card gains the following effect based on the number of counters on it. One counter once per turn. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can negate that attack. 2 counters, you contribute this card, banish all monsters on the field until your opponent's second end phase. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. Pinpoint Dash. Each player reveals one face-down card from your extra deck. If they are the same type, Fusion, Synchro, XE, or Link, send your opponent's card to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon your card. Then, if the cards have the same original type and attribute, your opponents lose life points equal to the revealed card's attack. Otherwise, send your card to the graveyard, and if you do, your opponent special summons their card. You can only activate one pinpoint dash per turn. Okay? Hey! Goki the Power Load Ogre, Link Monster. Gains attack equal to the combined Link ratings of all other Link monsters you control by 200. This Link summoned card is unaffected by other cards' effects. You contribute one Goki Link monster, then target cards on the field up to its Link rating. Destroy them. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. That's actually pretty nice. Ooh, another Buzzsaw Shark. That's actually my second one that I got. First one I got was from the Tin of Ancient Battles that I got behind this. You can target one monster you control, special summon from your deck in defense position one fish monster with the same level as that monster, but with a different name. And if you do, it cannot activate its effects this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except Xyz monsters. You can only use the effect of Buzzsaw Shark once per turn, and if this card is used for the Xyz summon of a water monster, it can be treated as a level 5 or 3 monster. A little bit backwards, but okay. Ooh, Infernity Conjurer. When you have no cards in your hands, monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack. When you have no cards in your hand and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field, and you can only use the effect of this card once per turn. That's nice. Dual Avatar Return. Target one dual avatar monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Then if its original level is 4 or lower, you could special summon one dual avatar spirit token. It's a Warrior Light level 2 with no attack or defense points, and you can only activate this card once per turn. Okay? Infernity Wildcat. Ooh, it's a tuner monster as well. Sweet. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one Infernity monster in your hand to your graveyard. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way, while you have no cards in your hand. You can banish one Infernity monster from your graveyard, increase or decrease the level of this card by 1 until the end of your turn. You can only activate this effect of this card once per turn. Okay? Infernity Paranoia. Tribute one dark monster. Special summon one Infernity monster from your deck or graveyard with the same level but a different name, but negate its effects. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Infernity monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only activate this card effect once per turn. Infernity Suppression. If you have no cards in your hand, you can activate this card the turn it was set. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control an Infernity monster, negate the effect. Then you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the activated monster's level by 100. You can only activate this card once per turn. Okay? Mutant Blast, an equipped spell. Equipped only to a level 8 or higher mutant monster you control, and at the start of your damage step, if the equipped monster attacks an opponent's special summon monster, you could banish that opponent's monster. While this card is equipped to a monster, you could banish this card, send the monster this card was equipped to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon one level 8 mutant monster with a different original attribute from your hand or deck. You can only use the effect of this card once per turn. Lots of once per turn cards. Awakening of the Possessed Gigobite. I don't think I've gotten this card yet. You can special summon this card from your hand or deck by sending one face-up spellcaster monster and one face-up level 4 or lower water monster you control to the graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. The first effect is when this card is special summoned by its effect, you can send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Then either player draws one card. The second effect is if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Spiritual Water Art card or one Possessed Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand. Okay. Tri-Brigade Oath. Target one Link monster you control. Special summon one Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster with a different type from your hand or graveyard. If you control at least one of each of the following monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one face-up spell or trap card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn. You only activate this card's effect once per... oh no. You can only use one Tri-Brigade Oath effect once per turn and only once that turn. Okay. Raid Raptor Heal Eagle. If all monsters you control are Raid Raptor monsters, minimum of 1, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Raid Raptor spell trap in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Sorry about that. Let's start from the top of the effect. If all monsters you control are Raid Raptor monsters, minimum of 1, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Raid Raptor spell or trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use the effect of Raid Raptor Heal Eagle once per turn. And the final card is called Magical Broker. When you control a continuous spell or trap, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. During your opponent's turn, with a quick effect, you can send one face-up continuous spell or trap you control to the graveyard and draw one card. You can only use this effect of Magical Broker once per turn. That's actually a strong card. And if I have like a whole field of nothing but continuous spells or trap cards, basically it's immortal as long as it's on the field. This wasn't a bad one. The rare being Void expansion is pretty nice, considering the fact that I could be able to special summon tokens to my field. But I would need to banish Infernoid monsters, and I don't think I have any. But the other card that I really liked was the Marincess Basilalima, because, again, it'll go well with my Marincess Link monster that I have. And then Codebreaker 0 Day and Perform of Hell Turn Trooper, because I want to get a whole deck full of Perform of Hells. Kind of like Yuya. But that is the second box that I've picked up, or second pack that I picked up from Big Lots. I hope you guys enjoyed this pack opening, learning the card effects that I got. And if you guys want to see more like this, feel free to leave a like, comment which card you thought was the best. Me myself, I think Magical Broker is one of the strongest ones, considering the fact that if you have a continuous spell or trap, it cannot be destroyed by any means necessary. Though I can still take damage, unless it's in defense mode. But, again, feel free to like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel. And I should have another one, this time Pokemon, maybe later this week or this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.